Hello, my name is Andrew Briggs, and today we are working on how to learn and perform Piatti's Caprice No. 12, the Allegro capriccioso. So the technical challenge of this caprice is that after every down bow, we are faced with a lot of up bow staccato, and what we want to do is create this pendulum-like motion with the arms, so we're swinging back and forth, while dipping the elbow to create the up bow staccato articulation. And combining the sense of pendulum motion with the elbow dips is what is going to create the character and sound of this caprice. So before we begin doing that, what I want to do is find a way for us to rotate the pelvis from right to left. And how we're doing this is bringing more awareness to what are our legs doing, what do our heels have to do to help turn the pelvis from right to left, what are the knees doing? So take a note as one knee moves forward, the other knee moves back. As one heel pushes in, one heel lets go. And this is what's going to aid in the rotation of the pelvis. And this is really important to aid in our pendulum motion of the arm. So you can also see that the rest of my body would like to take part in this rotation of the pelvis too. Okay, so let's take this rotation into the opening of the caprice. On every down bow, I'm going to rotate my body in the same direction of the bow, so from left to right, and on every up bow, I'm going to rotate from right to left, but I'm going to do this first without the staccato articulation, everything in a legato, and do this very slowly so that we connect the movement. As we're doing this, it's really important that we feel like the pelvis is initiating the movement and not so much the bow arm. So let's do that same exercise, same motion, but initiating all bow movements from the pelvis. And so this means that even when we're changing bows, the pelvis has already started moving in the opposite direction before the bow changes. So one more time, same idea, same section with the pelvis initiation. Just notice if that changed the sound, if that changed the quality of the bow arm, and let's move on. Let's move on to the moving the pelvis, rotating the pelvis in the opposite direction of the bow. So we will now move from right to left while on the down bow, and then left to right on the up bow, still creating a legato articulation at this point. So notice, were you still initiating with the pelvis? And if not, maybe try it again and bring more awareness to that aspect. And then notice, were there differences between this version where we're moving the pelvis in opposition of the bow versus moving it with the bow? And choose one that you think will best fit your interpretation of the caprice. So now that we have this sense of legato in the pendulum motion of the arm, let's go ahead and add the elbow dips to articulate the staccato. So I'm going to choose moving the pelvis against the bow at this point, but now dipping the elbow to create the articulation. So now the challenge is that even though the elbow is now creating staccato, our pelvis is still moving in legato so that our bow arm is still the pendulum we want. So I would take this and explore every aspect of this caprice as this happens throughout and see what the pelvis can do to help facilitate this caprice. Thank you so much.